Yo, 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 welcome back to Brandon Smooth TV. Back at you with another review. Power, Book 3, Raising Kanan, Episode 4. Picks up quick. We got Unique actually torturing one of his guys, one of his childhood friends, best friends. He's torturing him. Because, remember we had Rock get with Detective Howard. And they kind of conspired together to, take some of Unique's product. And then, of course, we know the head guy ain't giving nobody no product right now, so he's pissed. He's torturing one of his best friends. He pulled the dude's ear off slowly with a pair of pliers. And then just shot him. Bam. That scene was crazy. Now, Unique, he told his guys, first of all, I don't trust none of y'all because I don't know what happened, number one. And number two, the dudes is like, we need to stress the product out. Unique told his guys, and they was like, we already stepped on him. He was like, man, step on that shit again. I don't care. I got to try to get my money. So that scene, the opening scene started it off. Kind of showed you what type of episode it was going to be. Then we pick up with Kanan, and he's cooking dinner, and his mom comes in with Knowledge. Symphony, but I call him Knowledge. And he normally makes his mom dinner every Tuesday. She's actually told Symphony when they were eating, she was like, I taught him everything he needed to know, cook and all that, because I want him to be self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? And Kanan still don't know about this guy. He's still figuring out about this dude. He's trying to see if he's solid. I think Kanan's starting to see the dude actually like his mom. And his mom, she actually really has an interest in this dude, you can tell. Now, speaking of love, Jukebox and her girlfriend end up, doing the do, and Jukebox get her cherry popped. I can see, her telling her dad, Marvin, I don't think he's going to take it too good, but I think her Aunt Rock, Kanan's mom, she'll be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that she's still kind of keeping to herself. Speaking of Jukebox, she also goes and steals another jacket. She's a booster and she sells clothes on the streets to get studio time and just do what she got to do. But she ends up getting caught. But luckily, she got caught by the same security guard in the last episode that she told the dude not to beat to death. And he remembered her face and he said, look, I'm going to let you go. Doing good deeds, karma. It happened to come back right when she needed it. Because if she was caught, she would have went to juvenile for sure. Now, Marvin gets his dog back. He's over there knocking off the one chick. The blonde chick, and he ended up buying her a dog. And after he ended up knocking her off, they chopping it up, and he was like, you ain't fed the dog? He's looking, and the dog's looking hungry, and she's like, I ain't fed the dog in about a day and a half. So the gift he gave her, he takes it back. And he was like, hey, if you're not feeding my dog, I'm going to just take him back. Also, he didn't want to cuddle and do all that lovey-dovey stuff. He really let her know who he was. Marvin cared about that dog, and that showed he does have an empathetic side because he's gonna make sure his people eat as long as they treating him right. Now, Fame's sisters all at the studio with Albie Sure's son, and she's trying to get her brother a deal, but she's getting a little too touchy-feely with the dude because we know that she's Lulu's girlfriend or they messing around. So when they in the studio, Lulu comes by and drops Albie Sure's son off some product. And, he see they hugging all each other. And, he say, hey, come outside and holler at me. And, he basically say, what the fuck's going on? And she explains, look, just like your sister helped you, I got to help my brother get on. This is business. But I got to do what I got to do. And when she say shit like this is business, not personal, now you getting on some, mafioso type shit. You motherfucking, you wouldn't do anything for studio time. And we know what they call those 305s. Now, Lulu was pissed off about that. That's not the end of the storyline. I hope it don't end up bloody, but it might end up that way. Now, next, we have we have Davina. We have Unique actually rolling up on Davina. And he kind of pressing her for information, and she ended up telling goddamn Unique where the stash house is. Now, I don't blame Davina. I blame Kanan's rookie, oaky, green ass for running outside of the trap house where everything's stashed for your family's illegal criminal organization to go say hi to a chick you like. That was your fault. It was a young move. It was a dumb move. But, he shouldn't have never did that. That was silly. So now Unique know where the stash house is, and you know what he's going to do with that. Now, In the middle of the episode, what ends up happening is they finally got all their preparations made at this store. Rock, Lulu, Marvin, they got this store. They paying a store owner to basically keep products there behind like a steel door with hella locks and shit. Nobody can get in there. So she tells them, look, we got to move the stuff from the stash house to this new location. Keep everything safe. We know people running around and they're trying to make some more moves. Because early in the episode, you can see Rock's a thinker. And in her apartment complex, or one of the apartment complexes she does business with, she's trying to get two apartments on top of each other. I don't know what she's going to do with that, but in my head, it's for like raids. So let's say she has some product upstairs, and if the police raid the upstairs department, she can move it downstairs, or vice versa. We'll see how that goes, but that's how I would do that. But she's very smart, and that's why she's the leader. She got the ruthlessness to do this job, but she also has the leadership skills to understand when it's time to move, when, and why. And she's thinking 2-3 steps ahead of everybody. That's why she's a real boss. Now, man, Unique robbed the stash, y'all. He robs it. So he sends his boys over there to go take everything, and Marvin, they move in the stash, but he's like, I'll be back in 20 minutes. It looked like he was maybe taking the money in pieces. So he went and ran it to the shop they got with the store owner, and then ran back. But then that 20 minutes, they run up in the house. They hold Kanan at gunpoint, and Kanan's about to get killed. You know what I'm saying? But they show Marvin, he actually pulls up on him, and as soon as he see him, it was kind of just sporadic. He just immediately seen him and just like drove up and hit the back of the van that they was stealing the stuff in. And me, I was like, they don't see you yet. So I didn't know why he didn't like maybe run up and try to shoot him or hit a dude in the back of the head with a gun. I don't know. It seemed like he could have potentially recovered his shit that got stolen. But anyways, they lost half of the shit they had. And man, Marvin is a quick shot, because when he come in the stash house, one of the dudes got Kanan at gunpoint. And he started asking him questions, and right mid-sentence, BOW! And blew his brains out all over Kanan's yellow and black striped shirt. Kanan immediately throws up, not never having seen nothing like that. And that's just another introduction to the game. He done shot somebody, but now he done got like real up close with blood and guts. So Kanan, just another dumb thing he did. I've been a teenager, and I've hidden stuff from my parents in my room, right? This fool takes the bloody shirt with the dude's brain matter all over it, balls it up, and throws it under his bed, y'all. He takes a bloody shirt with DNA forensic evidence on it, just balls it up and throws it under his bed. Nobody ever find it there. Yeah, that's a good hiding spot. So the episode ends with Rock finding the shirt, and Rock ain't a dummy, so she knows something happened and she knows something's going on. I'm glad the season's starting to heat up. Next episode is going to be some retribution that need to be paid, and I just think it's going to be action for the next at least 2 or 3 episodes. So Marvin is insane. He reminds me of Sonny from Godfather, and he snaps quick. He didn't even think about trying to recover the stuff. He just immediately ran into the back of that van and started shooting people. So it's getting real good. I'm ready to see what Rock's going to do in revenge for Unique hitting her stash, and the episodes are progressing. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching. Peace.